Good morning. Welcome to the latest Chat Academy's podcast. My name's Tino Hernandez and I'm Head of Media and Marketing at the Trust. And today I've been invited to what's a regular but a very special event. I think it's called Drop Everything and Read on Fridays. So I've got some nods. You probably won't realise is I'm actually in a classroom of 26 children who've just taken part in the Drop Everything and Read. And I'm going to quickly zoom around the classroom. I can't involve everybody, and I'm going to ask them some questions. And I've seen a young lady over there who was looking at me, so you're my first my first interviewee. Hello, can you tell me your first name?
Fataha.
Hi there. I don't know anything about the Drop Everything Challenge. Can you tell me briefly what it is?
So you start at 9 o'clock and you finish at 9:15, and you can't get distracted from reading.
Okay, and what book are you reading at the moment?
The Person Controller.
And who's that by?
David Badia.
Is it good?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Right, I'm going to look for somebody else. Young man, you've caught my eye and you're smiling, so that means you get on the podcast.
My name's Jaden, and what I think Drop Everything and Read is about is that it gives you a chance, if you don't get to read at home, it gives you a chance to read here, to catch up on all the latest stuff on the book.
Okay, and what are you reading?
I'm reading Percy Jackson and the Lightning Thief. That's
great. I'm a lot older than you guys, but I've actually heard of the two authors of your first two books. That's good. I'm going to ask a different question now. Somebody's shaking their head, so I'm not going to ask this young man. Somebody's put their hand up. This young man's keen. Can I ask you what you like about reading?
What about I like reading is I get to learn new words and learn new vocabulary.
Okay, and do you read a lot?
Sometimes.
Okay, and what are you reading at the moment?
I'm reading Ready Steady Rap.
And what's that about?
Is basically John Foster. He collected raps and he put them all in a book, and it gets up to practicing rapping.
Okay. Is anybody here today reading a book that it's just so exciting they just want to carry on reading the book? Young lady, your hand was up in about 0.3 of a nanosecond. So tell me about your book and why it's so exciting.
It's about a boy, and he went to school and he fell asleep in history, so he has to go to detention. He has to do a detention exercise, but then after school his bike gets stolen.
Okay, and why is it a page turner for you? Why do you want to keep reading it?
Because I want to see who stole his bike and what he has to do for his detention.
So it's kind of exciting.
Yeah.
Okay, who else had their hand up? This young man here. What's your name, sir?
Abdul.
Morning, Abdul. Welcome to the podcast. Have you been on a podcast before?
No.
Oh, it's the first for you then. Why are you excited by the book you're reading?
It's mixed with horror and it's really exciting and it's funny.
And what's it called?
Goosebumps Horrorland, Creep from the Deep.
Okay. I've just noticed a book that I've actually read, so that's good. I do read myself, and that's Pride and Prejudice by Jane Austen. That's a classic book, isn't it, young lady? What's your first name?
Amina.
So I missed that.
Amina.
Amina. Hello, Amina. What do you like about Jane Austen's book?
I like that it's all set in the olden times, and that there's lots of characters.
Okay, I'm going to ask the last couple of questions, and I'm going to let you get back to your lessons. This young man here, he's put his hand up, and he doesn't even know the question I'm going to ask him, so he's brave. Stanley, flat again. What's that about?
It's about Stanley when he wants to get more fat.
He wants to get fatter.
Yeah.
That's an interesting concept, isn't it?
Yeah.
Is it a funny novel?
Yeah.
Okay, and what makes you laugh?
It makes me laugh about Stanley when he makes.
From the front cover, it looks like he goes on some adventures. Does he?
Yeah.
Okay, brilliant. Right, I'm going to ask one last question. This young man has been putting his hand up about 10 times. Right, young man, what's your first name?
Joshua.
Joshua. You seem to have 3 books, not one. Is it? That was it? Okay, so what are you reading, Joshua?
Captain Underpants.
Can you say that a bit louder?
Captain Underpants.
Captain Underpants. Is that a serious book?
Kind of
Or was it a funny book?
funny.
Okay, and have you read any other Captain Underpants?
Not really.
Okay. Actually, I thought of one. I actually thought of one last question. Who can tell me why they think reading on a regular basis is important? This young lady here.
So you learn new words.
Okay. And have you learnt any new words today?
Yeah.
Could you tell me what they are, or?
I've learned exquisite, vanishment, and other words.
Okay, so learning new words is important. Okay, perhaps we can finish the podcast if you can say all together as a class the name of the initiative, which the class teacher is going to remind me, as I've forgotten it already. Okay, so how about saying to everybody listening to the podcast, drop everything and read. On 3. 1, 2, 3.
Drop everything and read!
You heard it from Class 6J at Cuckoo Hall Academy. Thank you for taking part in the podcast.